Yeah, absolutely. All good stuff. And I know what you mean about equipment getting damp. I was given a couple of radios, stored in the damp shed for a long time, and it was heartbreaking to see where, you know, there's rust all over the internal components and the screens and out the tin plates, you know, all over the place. But, you know, you can do your best to try and bring it back. That's partly why today I've got the 101 on the air, really to give it an airing, because it hasn't been on for about 4 or 5 months, and it always kind of raises a smile really, and a couple of real cars and things, so I certainly do, and it's a bit like that with radios. But anyway, okay, well, lovely to talk to you then, Bob. Keep that DX400 switched on, and get the same rider on there. Nice talking to you. We're digging into This is Golf 4, India, Charlie Papa, so Alpha, here's Sudbury, Suffolk. Wishing you all the best, Bob. Bye for now.
Mike Whiskey Zero, Oscar Kilo India.
Kilo, Mike, give me a call in a second. Mike Whiskey Zero again.
Hello, this is Mike Whiskey Zero, Ocean Kilowatt Italy, MW0, OKI.
Yeah, Mike Whiskey Zero, Oscar Kilo India. Very good afternoon to you. You're 5959, and the name is Richard. Location near Sudbury in the county of Suffolk. So how are things for you there? Over.
Roger that, Richard. Nice to speak to you. My name's Phil, Papa Hotel India Lima. I'm down in South Wales, about 20 miles west of Cardiff City. And I've just come across you on 40, and I thought, well, I better say hello. And I've heard you running an older radio, so I've warmed my one up. I'm on an Ft-101 Bravo, and I am running into an FL amplifier. So maybe once we get going here, I'll turn the amp off and see how it's doing on its own. Because I just noticed you prefer the natural power of a radio, or even QRP. Anyway, back to you, Richard. This is Mike Whiskey Zero, Oscar Kilo India.
Really, really good. So, congratulations. That's a lot older than this one. I think this one came out, I bought it in 1981 from memory, but I think they were about just a short while before that. Theirs came out in about 3 different versions. The first one didn't have top band, and it was the pre-warp band, and then there was the Mark II, which is this one, which has got the warp band, and the Mark III that had FM and stuff on it as well. So anyway, I tell you, the Mark I did have top band, but it didn't have the warp band. But quality of the 3, I find the Mark I probably the best one, because there's a bit more space in there. And I would notice that as they try to squeeze more and more stuff in, the whole thing becomes more and more complicated. But mine on the 101B and the FL 2100, is it? With the 572B, sounding really good. So yeah, feel free to switch the amp off if you like, and we'll give you a report. So you're certainly 5 9 here. But I run the radio usually with quite a bit of audio gain, a bit of AM gain, and then wind the RF gain back. So I've got the audio at about 10 o'clock position, and the RF gain's about 11. So, you know, I like armchair coffee if I can there, Phil. But you're a very good 5'9", probably 20 over, I'd say. So back to you, MW0OJI, G4ICP.
All received there. Sounding really good. 5 and 7, 5 and 8 when it's good. It is dropping up and down. But like yourself, I've got the RF gain back. I've got the RF attenuator on, and that takes a lot of the noise off, and you're able to turn the volume up a bit. I've got an external speaker on this one, so that gives it a bit more bottom end than the speaker that's built into the radio. But yeah, it's nice to dial it back and just hear the audio as clear as you can. Alright, I'm going to flick the switch now. I'm going to turn the amp off. Here we go. Hopefully you still got me. 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1. This is Mike Whiskey 0 Oscar Kilo Italy, and I'm going to turn it back on now. Okay, so back with the amp. Hopefully that's made a difference. Not a lot of difference, just makes it happen. The amplifier is actually a summer camp Ft-101Z, but it is the FL2100 underneath, obviously. I've got my eye on a radio like yours actually. There's two just popped up on Marketplace, but they're too far away. I wouldn't want to have one of these posted and go wrong. That would be upsetting. Just noticed a bit of feedback there. I think I've got my headphones a bit too loud. But there we go. Yeah, back to you, Richard. How did it go when I turned the amp off? Did you still have me? This is Mike Whiskey 0 Oscar Kilo India.
Yeah, no problem there, Phil. Yeah, certainly did. Mike Whiskey 0 Oscar Kilo India. G4ICP stroke 8. Yeah, no problem at all. You're about a 5'9", without the barefoot, they call it, don't they? Barefoot. And you're about a 20 over peaking with the amp, but you know, it's up to you. Leave it in by all means. So fine, it's the FL2277. Yeah, the summer camp version of the 2100 by the sound of it. That'll be, would I be right in thinking it's a pair of 572Bs in there? This is all good stuff, but to be honest with you, the HT frightens me. You know, they're pretty simple, straightforward circuitry, but you're working at such high voltage. You know, I'd be quite happy to buy a non-working model, but I just don't fancy working with that HT. And you know, we're talking serious HT in the amateur radio world. But all good to you, that's working really well, and great to see there, Phil. Yeah, not a great deal else to explain other than the Stoke alternative here. We're actually located my son's place, about half an hour's drive from my home location, which is Braintree in Essex. And I think we're timing actually trees, so to put some dipoles and things up from time to time and give it a blast. So it's all good fun. I have to turn the station up and take it down again at the end of the day. I usually try and get about 10 or so contacts in the log, but it's going quite well today. You're contact number 11. And I think the band's in better condition than I first thought, because we had a lot of solar disturbances, and of course with the reports of possibilities of viewing the northern lights in the southern latitude, usually means we will see a very quiet solar storm going on, which usually runs up the frequency G on 40 metres, but we're getting away with it at the moment, Phil. Maybe we're about to fall off a cliff, I don't know. NW0OKI G4ICP stroke 8.
Yeah, roger that, Richard. All received. Wonderful stuff. Yeah, nothing, like you said, not much more to report, but keeping these old radios going is a good thing to do. And I turned my IC7300 off and I warmed this one up, only because I heard you say you were on an older rig, so it's all your fault. And my Ft-101B appreciates the airing. I let it warm up. I heard you make 2 or 3 contacts, and nice to be number 11 in your log today. And like you said, there's a few more out there, so I'll let you get to them, and hopefully I'll speak to you further down the log, maybe on a different older radio. I've got a few on the bench I'm fiddling with, but they're all Ft-101s. All the best, Richard. You take care, my friend. G4ICP stroke Alpha from Mike Whiskey 0 OKI. Send freeze, Rich. All the best.
Yeah, thanks, Phil. And yeah, I've got a Collins, an old Collins KWM-2A on my bench at the moment, that's having quite a few extensive repairs, actually. Some mechanical issues as well, but we're getting there. So maybe when that's done, we'll bring it down here and give that a blast and get some reports on that. Anyway, lovely to talk to you, and you time. Thanks very much indeed for the contact. MW0OKI near Cardiff. This is Golf 4 India, Charlie Papa Stroke 8 near Sudbury, Suffolk. Wishing you all the best. Cheers, Phil. Bye.
7-3, 7-3.
Yeah, Kilo Station, you still there? Yeah, I think we've spoken before. 20 Papa Kilo Kilo. Thanks for waiting. Yeah, ditto, 5-9 here, big signal, no problems at all. I think you've got the info. Name's Richard, location near Sudbury. And we've got the old Ft-101Z on the bench today. She hasn't blown up yet, so hopefully the copy's alright with you there. Go ahead with the name, please, over. Yeah, that's right, and it's got 3.46 speeds in, I think. So yeah, they're lucky, yeah, well done. And yeah, be careful with it, because quite a big set, actually. Probably the very last of the valve hybrid Yaesu transceivers, with the built-in power supply from memory. And then they all start going like MT757 and all that sort of thing. Digital readout, synthesizers, and solid state PA, of course. But yeah, this old one's been going very well over the years. I treated myself to it when I passed the mod test back in 1979. So there we go. And I haven't used it a great deal over the years, full power. It's always been run at QRP levels for CW. But these days now, when I come to the stroke A location, I can afford to wind it up a bit and give her a head. So there we go, Paul. Anyway, Southampton doing not too well in the championship at the moment. Did you beat us the other day?